It's the final week you have to hear us remind you about the Kinda Funny membership drive. All August long, we've been asking you to show your appreciation for the content we make by tossing us $10 on patreon.com/kindafunny or youtube.com/kindafunnygames. Y'all have shown up and we can't thank you enough. We've gotten Gregways on the weekends, weekly happy hours for all, and even the ability to be part of the shows. Thank you so much. And if you haven't pitched in, please consider doing so before the end of the month.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Kinda Funny podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Greg Miller, alongside the producer/seducer, Nick Scarpino.
You got a lot of volume in that hair today.
I do?
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad. I like that. You know, I've been showering at night. I'm on that train. You know what I mean? Usually, Andy, Nitro Rifle, Twitch.tv, all that jazz.
Hey.
I like to shower in the morning, but now we got Ben on this preschool schedule. The preschool grind, as they say. And so I'm trying to optimize for waking up, going through a living nightmare of getting this kid out the door. And so I've been showering at night.
Sure.
So that I think gives me the volume in the morning.
Do you look forward to showers?
No, it's a waste of time. Showers, haircuts, cutting your nails, all just a waste of my time. Can I please keep playing games? I'd like to go do something I enjoy.
I agree with all that except for the showers. I just want to be in a shower
like
forever.
touching yourself.
I do.
Do you ever just put your
AKA Tim Geddes?
You ever just put your arm against the wall of the shower?
No, I'm a little freaked out by the texture of it. I don't like when the wall's wet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is it like a mildew thing? Or are you worried about like some growth?
What about just a bathtub? Could you sit in a
bathtubs? I
bathtub?
just find absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
I don't understand how
Yeah.
anybody, Gia, that likes taking baths.
Yeah, no
I'm
way.
like, I stand in there. I know what I put in there.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
My dirt, Nick.
I know. Yeah, no, I know. I was envisioning it just in my brain. My brain's eye.
So you're getting the nighttime oils.
Yeah. I mean, I'm putting the
coagulating.
gel in the morning and in my usual. Well, look, it's all crazy.
Right,
over
but
here.
you're essentially having
I got headphone hair. I've been playing a game at my desk.
you're having a 6 to 7 hour
Marinade.
oil building sesh.
Sure, yeah, and I put the beard oil in, and then with the little excess, I'll rub that.
That
through
I would
too.
kill to just shave that neck right now. I'll tell you what.
Oh yeah,
I would pay.
I went higher. I thought of you when I went higher on the beard line this time around. Because we had a
Higher on the
conversation
beard.
on the show. We haven't been on. By the way, us four haven't been on the podcast together in like
been a minute.
3 months.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that's an exaggeration.
Maybe.
Get ahead of no, I know it is.
Shit.
He's being serious with you, Tim. He's being honest.
Tim, don't get aggressive.
You know what I
sorry,
mean?
I'm
Fuck
sorry.
Don't you
me.
dare get aggressive with
Fuck
Greg.
me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean, Nick?
I get it, man. I'd fucking
Bust out the cuffs. You're gonna stop this guy over here.
Wow, you're
He's
under
a
arrest.
naughty
I'm under
Nancy
arrest,
tonight.
everyone.
Under
How about
arrest.
some
You're gonna get
razors from
Gerald
the corner
game.
store? Maybe I could help you out with that neck.
I was gonna let it sit as long as we could. Well, yeah, no, but see, this is the problem I feel with like.
I mean, I'm not going to go to the line.
Yeah,
I will do the line where you prefer it.
Well, you can go wherever you want to go. I think you have a better head on your shoulders for that than I do.
It's just like
I also did the thing where I think 3 months ago on this show, we did the thing where I talked to you. I was thinking about going from a 12 to a 9 on the.
Right.
I did it.
Yeah.
I went 9, and I didn't like it.
On the beard.
Yeah, I want to get it all back to 12.
look, I'm not wanting to speak. I always look like I just woke up, and I always just look
With
like
style, though.
I always look like a fan's been blowing on my face forever. My hair's always messy. I understand
Thought you
that I
were
look
Kinda Funny fan
unkempt.
for a second.
I didn't know we were going to go with
Where's
that.
that sentence going?
I always
just
understand
let
that I
that
always look
play.
unkempt, right?
Yeah.
But Greg, you have the look of like in a movie when they want to give off the effect that the person hasn't been sleeping and is stressed out
Just
with
by
work.
the neck.
It's the neck, yeah. Like there's enough neck growth there.
You're making me
that it's
really
giving
question
off
how I look.
It's giving off like this guy. We want this guy to look tired.
It looks like you are.
He
You
hasn't
just
taken
don't. You
care of
haven't had a
himself.
lead in the case in a while.
Yes,
You know?
exactly, Nick. Exactly.
So what did it look like then when I let the beard go? Because the beard was lower before. Nobody ever made these comments.
Well, there's just a bit of a step in the beard now.
yeah, I know. And
So it looks like there's 5 o'clock shadow under the beard.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So
Yeah,
it looks
no,
like,
everything you're saying makes sense. But when it was longer and I was more neck beardy, could I get away with it?
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
I'm definitely not looking for more upkeep.
No, I
So
think
if you're
you just
telling
let
me
it
grow
ride.
the fucking beard back in
Yeah.
really deep down the neck.
no, yeah,
to the
no.
grundle, I'll do
Oh,
it.
yeah. I'm not talking about the positioning of
For the
it.
grundle.
It's not the.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
I understand the words everyone is saying. I comprehend.
I don't know if you do.
All right.
Nick, did you just sing Grundle to the tune of Lil Jon's Get
Yeah,
Low?
I did.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I'm not looking for
Jesus.
more work, you know? Because again, you figure it's a nighttime. It's the end of the day.
Yeah.
The shower is usually what separates me from being able to go play a video game.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not like, oh, you know what else I should do? Fucking shave. You know what I mean? Like,
I love the shower so much. I shower at night and in the morning sometimes. I like
Wow.
to shower so much.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've actually taken to brushing my teeth a lot and showering a lot. Brush my teeth like 4 times a day. sometimes.
Wow.
That's
Get in
great.
there.
Let me see them. Are they white?
Not
I gotta
really.
start whitening my teeth.
Mine are not white. I refuse to white. It hurts. It can't be good for
I
you.
don't care. Beauty hurts. That's what I always heard.
I don't know, man.
Get
Remember
the
that time that
purple
Mike
toothpaste
whitened his
Mike has,
teeth and it
yeah.
wore his teeth away?
Okay, yeah, but
Now he's
Mike
got
did
smaller
3
teeth.
different treatments in 3 different days when they were like, do once every 3 weeks on one of them, not all of them.
Yeah, I think it actually like tore the enamel off his teeth. I think they're actually small.
I would just go to the
Smaller teeth.
I'm not kidding.
I would
I look
just
at his
go.
teeth sometimes and I'm like, there's so much space in
They're
between his
shrinking.
teeth.
Look like Willem Dafoe out here.
What he's doing what's the word where he's doing where they file the teeth down and then put the fake veneers. He's doing the
Oh,
work to
he
get
might
to
be
he can just
getting
walk
that.
in and
Wow.
get veneers done.
Pretty easy. They can just probably put those in right now.
Try to save the money. You know what I mean?
Mike's saving money.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trust
Also, Mike's
veneers.
walking around the Lincoln Memorial right now. Do we know this?
Veneers to me don't seem trustworthy.
The problem with veneers is they look fake.
Yeah,
Because they're fake.
Well,
I should-
yeah,
that was
no.
a stupid comment. I know. I'm sorry, but it's more the fact of like when I see Ben Affleck with them, I'm like, nah, Roman Reigns, get out of here.
Okay,
Well,
but
I
if
mean,
veneers look good, right? Because there's some actors that look fine with it. You're just
Are there?
They look. I
who,
think
we
who
know
has
that?
gotten veneers? Here's the problem.
I think they only look
Andy,
fake.
You don't know what it's like because you don't have the public profile I do. If I was to get veneers, everybody, all right, from Jim Lee to Rahul Kohli, would be like, what happened to Greg's teeth? You know what I
we
mean?
talked about
Okay, but because people know who you are, I think that like
Right, all
we've
right.
seen the before and after.
Yeah.
If I walked in here with a fucking ponytail, you'd be like, "Oh, that looks really, really odd." But you've seen me every day, right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of actors out there with good veneers because we didn't know what they looked like when they were 15 years
That's
old.
what I want, and I'm with you, Andy. But I want to know. I just don't know. I don't believe it because I've never
DJ
seen
Kento
it.
says Pete Davidson and Andy Samberg look better with veneers.
Yeah, there's
I don't
two
know if I've
people right
seen.
there.
How long have they had him?
I don't know.
Probably
Does
about
Andy
Samberg
Samberg
have
got some
veneers?
chompers on
Yeah,
him, you know
he's
what I
always
mean?
had some chompers on him.
Maybe he's
So
always
here's the
had
thing with
veneers.
veneers, though. I just feel like even if they were great, flawless, perfect-looking veneers, where Greg would not be able to do a podcast within the podcast
Yeah.
to comment on the validity and the sort of like, do these look convincing or not? I'm worried that they'll break off. Are
Your
they not
teeth can
just
break
like?
off.
Is it not just like a thing on top of your tooth?
Well, there's a whole
Well,
system.
they
in
do the thing
place.
where they file your teeth down.
Yeah, they
Really
file it down to a point and
gross.
then they glue it to the what's left of the stub,
Yeah.
if memory serves correctly.
Oh,
I don't like any of it.
And
You know
then
what I
you
mean?
have to-
I just want my teeth to
yeah.
be white,
It's not.
my cock to be fat.
Oh shit!
Your mouth to God's ears, my
I
friend.
saw the
You hear
thought
that,
loading.
Jesus?
I saw the ammo loading. in
White
the-
How
teeth,
can I
fat
get
cock.
Andy? How can I get Andy? I was like, I hate the word cock. That's where I'm going.
He hates it.
Hit the cock
I don't
button.
think he hates it when you
Hit
say it.
the
For
cock
some
button.
reason when Kevin
No,
says
it was
No,
definitely
it's
he
really-
said he that is a true story. He said that about Kevin. The first time ever on camera, he said that I hate when you say cock.
That's a great clip, by the way. I tagged Kevin in, and I forgot me and Kevin don't follow each other on Twitter. But that's a great
Why not?
clip
Why not?
of Kevin saying, like, now we've been saying the word cock a lot. Are you okay with this, Andy? I was like, well, yeah, it's because in the context of like, oh, we're making a cock joke because Mike named his character Patriotic Hawk, like a bird.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, it's a
Yeah.
patriotic cock when you say it fast. And that's funny in that context, but it's, this context of, oh, my fucking cock itches. Like,
Right.
it's just so gross. And then Kevin going, I'm not going to lie, I really like the way you say cock. And then he goes, I'm glad I wasn't on camera because I was smiling ear to ear when he said it. It is one of the funniest fucking clips.
I missed you guys.
So Mike is in DC for Call of Duty next,
He is indeed.
and he tweeted the following: "If any kind of funny best friends are in the DC area, I'm going for a walk to enjoy the sights of DC tonight, 6:30 p.m. I'd love for you to join me. Find me at the U.S. Capitol, walking the path to the Lincoln Memorial. If not, take me out to dinner. I love to eat big."
He's so lonely. He just needs he needs somebody with him at all times.
I get it.
It could
He
be
is
you,
the
man.
perfect person for an AI company to try to.
Oh, for like her.
Yeah,
He's gonna
for
get
her
hurt.
like
He's gonna get hurt
situation.
so hard.
He just needs somebody in his life at all moments.
I agree.
I just love the idea of him amassing a crowd on the Capitol. You know what I mean? Like that didn't even register to him as a bad possible idea. Like, hey, meet me at the reflecting pool. We got to do something.
We got to do something.
It's such a Forrest Gump situation.
Slappy, I love these red hats you guys have. Where do you guys get these red hats, Slappy?
Yeah, let's get them hats going. Speaking of patriotic Hawk, he told me the other day, he called me out of nowhere. He's like, I had to call you for this, Slappy. I'm doing another game presentation where I'm playing a game, doing a game preview, and it was late at night. It was like a 6:30 or 7ish, but him and a bunch of other people in the press playing this game. We all named our characters, and then one of the devs was asking me. One of the devs was trying to like get something going because the game was broken. They were like, "Oh, what's your username?" And I had to go, Firehawk. And he goes, I felt so fucking stupid because everybody else just used like
Their name.
Games Beat and shit like that. That was Firehawk.
Wait, where did that come from?
It's just him.
He just said
It was the
Firehawk?
same reason he named his other character.
Name your name, and he's like Firehawk.
It was the same reason Patriotic Hawk was a fucking name. Yeah.
Mike is a special human.
Yeah,
being.
he really
is. I
He
miss
really
him.
is.
We don't
He
deserve
really
him.
is. We really don't.
Tim, welcome back to the office.
Thank you.
You, of course, have been on
You
your
as well.
honeymoon.
I have.
I want to hear all about it.
I was in Mexico. Down under.
Mexico.
But first, I
what
want
they
to
say.
remind everybody this is the Kind of Funny podcast. Each and every week, 4, sometimes 5 best friends gather on this table, each coming to hang out and talk to each other about whatever it is they want to talk about. If you want to talk about us and hang out with us and talk to each other about us, you, of course, should be watching live right now over on patreon.com/kindoffunny or youtube.com/kindoffunnygames. That's right. If you get the Kind of Funny membership, you can watch us record our afternoon podcast in private before we have to edit out all the cocks. You know what I mean?
The cocks don't get edited.
Oh, really?
No.
Huh. Shit, fuck. You know, I thought we were doing some
YouTube's
bits here.
cool,
Cock
man.
stay in it, kind of funny. The cock stay in it, kind of funny. Thanks, Kev. You gotta, please slack Joey, make that a shirt, all right?
Make it a shirt.
Making a shirt.
I would sell.
We need to make that a shirt. Make it a
Of course, yeah, with the membership, you get to watch us record the podcast in the afternoon. You get all of our shows ad-free. You get your daily exclusive show called Greg Way, From My Mouth to Your Ears. It can be about whatever I want it to be about. However, if you have no bucks to us or win the membership, no big deal. You don't want to support an 11-person independent operation right now. We get it. We'd love your support for free, either by watching on youtube.com/kindoffunnygames, like, subscribe, share, or, of course, listening to the podcast, subscribe, share it with your friends, leave a rating. It's all good. You get it the next day after we record it for the patrons. Thank you to our Patreon producers, Carl Jacobs, Nathan Lamoth, Alex J. Sandoval, James Hastings, and Casey Andrew. Today, we're brought to you by the Kind of Funny membership, but we'll talk about that later. Now it's time for Tim's honeymoon story.
Tim, this is the first vacation you've ever taken. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think by definition it would be, because like when I was little, my mom took us on vacation to like Tahoe, which like, I mean, it was a vacation, but like it was, or even like my mom would take us and Kevin to vacation to Pacifica, which for people that are listening, that is very, very, very not far from San
That's a
Francisco.
solid 15-minute drive.
Yeah, but
from
we
my
go to a
side.
hotel. They had a pool.
Yeah.
There's a bowling
That's all you
alley
need.
down the block. It's really all
That's all
you
you
need.
need.
It's really all you
We
need.
used to do the same. We used to go to vacation to Dana Point, which was only like an hour away from Riverside, and it was like we just go to the beach and stay there, and it was just like a chill, fun time.
Yeah. Besides that, though, I feel like the last like thing that I would qualify as a vacation, I guess the last two were my friend James' wedding that was in Hawaii, and we stayed there for like a
Is that
week.
the one where everyone almost died in the?
Yeah, they
in the
couldn't-
diving?
Only one person almost died.
They got to
okay?
the rock wall.
but
and
he
couldn't get back
really
up.
almost died.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that was bad. But he's
It's also
alive.
the one where James got stunned, remember?
Yeah,
Awesome.
at his wedding.
He
Yeah.
got stunned.
Stone Cold
Stone Cold
Yeah,
Stunner at the
yeah.
wedding.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. But so yeah, we were in Hawaii for like a week, and that was fucking honestly one of the best weeks of my life. That trip was insane. Like to think back, like that's one of the moments in my life that I'm like, that wasn't real, was it? But then I'm like, oh wow, I really did ride a scooter on the coast of Hawaii and skydived in Hawaii and all this shit. It
Your
was
shorts
crazy.
were too small.
And my shorts were too small. Don't ever skydive
Hurt his cock.
in short shorts. It hurt the cock a lot. A lot, Nick.
Did it grab your bat wing?
Oh, God. Stop.
Then fuck. Then the other one was when my friend Curran got married in Bali, Indonesia. And so we went to
These sound like vacations.
yeah, but they're weddings. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, yes, it's a vacation, but it's like it's also
an excuse to go out there, but you still got to do something.
There's still you got to do something, and these are also
And all of your friends, by the way, do the thing where when the second you land, you got to do 50 things.
50 fucking events.
it's
Yeah, there's like hella to dos,
That's
and like
super annoying.
both of those weddings, I was working the event. You know what I mean? I officiated one of them, and I was best man at the other with a lot of
But
responsibilities.
you officiated this one too, yeah?
Exactly. And so yeah, that's kind of where I'm
You
getting.
had a
at.
lot of stress going into it.
And there was a wedding this one as well. But anyway, though I would qualify those as vacations, just to be fair. But this was definitely this had the most vacation element where specifically it was just me and G, because we went to a wedding in Playa del Carmen, which is in Cabo. No, that's not right. Cancun. Because this is my second time in Mexico.
Rick.
I've been to Cabo before. Cabo, Andy, cold water. You don't want to go in that water.
go
Cancun,
with the sea.
warm water. You want to go in the water.
Different
Wait,
sides?
Just different parts of
different
the
parts
coast.
of the coasts, yeah.
Or
One's
at least
Pacific, one's
area.
Gulf, probably.
Yeah. So
would imagine.
Okay.
Cabo, yes, Cabo is like closer to the West Coast, so
Yeah.
their water's as cold as our water.
Yeah,
Different
specific,
fish in there?
Specific, right?
I'm sure there's different fish. You know what I mean?
Salmon.
But anyway,
Got a bunch of catfishes.
we got warm water where I was, which was awesome. So the first half of my trip was one of my middle school friends' wedding that I also was officiating in Cancun, and then the second half, me and G did our honeymoon in Mexico City.
Awesome.
So all of it awesome.
So this is like the second half is when you break from a group. It's just you guys.
It was just
having
the two of
honeymoon.
us for like
Gotcha, okay.
a week plus potentially, and the first part was like.
Yes.
We kissed a lot. It was like maybe like 5 days in the resort. So we stayed at a resort in Mexico in Cancun, and it was like one of those crazy ass all inclusive resorts, Andy. So you go there, everything's paid for, all the food, all the alcohol. You're there to party.
How's
do
the
you
food?
do you wonder? Yeah,
Horrible.
Yeah.
Never
I
worth it.
worry that like all inclusive people are just like, what's the point
It's-
of trying?
That's in my opinion. Not my vibe at all. It's just like, what are we doing here? I'd rather pay for food I actually want to eat instead of just stuffing myself with this food that is really not that great.
slop.
Yeah, the equivalent
And-
to like a Vegas buffet or something like that.
And then pro to con to this statement, alcohol unlimited. So they're just like giving you it left and right. Every pool you go to has a swim up bar,
Yeah.
which is awesome.
But they're not giving you
constantly-
like top shelf stuff, right?
Oh no. Not only that, they're giving you the most watered down nothing of all
You're
time.
getting Vegas cocktails. Where
So
it's like,
pros and cons to this: you don't need to pay, but you have to drink a lot.
But you never
But then you never get drunk.
Yeah.
You're actually getting hydrated as you
Yeah.
drink because there's so much water in this shit. So that actually creates a pretty good environment overall
Okay.
because you just get to drink all day and it doesn't really fuck you up. So awesome stuff all around there. I want to start this whole story though by saying that I have nothing but love and respect for the swinger community.
Okay.
And open relationships,
Sure.
and there's nothing that is going to come out of my mouth that is that has anything but love towards
We are
these
pro
people.
poly here.
We are 100%.
Did
Okay,
you marry 3 people?
married two.
Okay.
But I just want to say, I want to get ahead of it, and I also want to get ahead of just so we can just set the record straight here. G and I did not partake in anything. Okay, I'm only saying this because Nick. I'm only saying this, Nick, because I don't want to build a story up and then you be like, why? What was the fucking point of the story?
Why is
I
Nick
mean-
giving Greg the butcher from the boys look?
I'll interpret
Boy.
it. Nick's saying, can we really believe him? Can we
100%.
really believe these two?
I would tell you. I would tell you. Trust me, I would
I'm
tell
in my
you.
head cannon right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, let's write some smut about this.
we're gonna
after.
write
We'll change the story.
I'm gonna
out.
write some literotica for you. to
The
read
final
later,
10
Greg.
minutes of this will dismiss Andy and Tim, and you and me will tell the rest of the story.
Perfect. Set us up,
Holy
Tim. We'll knock you down.
Great. Anyway, no, I just want to say that because legit, all jokes aside, some shit went down let me just say this. Vibes went down during
Nice.
my honeymoon, what will be formerly known as Tim's honeymoon adventures. Okay.
It was Ash and
this.
Ashley, Nick. Ash and Ashley from the fucking concert, from the Chapel Roan
Oh my
concert were
God.
there.
Oh my
Mike was
God,
trying to get
yes.
pegged.
Yeah,
Were you on that one?
There's already some people in the chat that are I'm appreciating here. DJ Kent was saying, "How many upside down pineapples, Tim?" And so let's just start there. I'm jumping straight in.
Are you not aware of this? Were you not aware?
Well,
of this?
I am aware of this. Are you aware of this?
I don't know what this means.
Are you
Oh,
aware
gosh.
of this?
Only because I heard it on the Levitard show.
You guys
Greg?
got to sort out your TikTok algorithm, so I know.
You want to let people
Yeah,
know?
well, okay, so you're in I got lost in the sauce. This is at the wedding officiant one at the
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
all-exclusive-
Just explain the pineapples.
Yeah, well, okay, so I've seen it on my TikTok feed. Well, first off, the pineapple in general became a symbol of this swinger thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then now I always get the people who are like on cruises and they're flipped out by how many pineapples are on people's doors or whatever, letting them know like they're open for play.
So, for people that don't know, a pineapple somehow has become the symbol of swinging. So it's like if you have an upside down pineapple, it's kind of like a sign to people to be like, hey, we are open to
approach us. Let's talk.
Let's talk.
It's like the Bloods and the Crips.
And so like the thing,
Nothing like that at all.
the algorithm stuff.
The red and the blue. No.
I mean, those are signs just like to let people know you're in the gang. So yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, you wear the clothes and you're like,
because again, I think my algorithm started getting wind of all this when I liked the ones that were like, we went to our boss's house and what the fuck, and it was like, you know, the doormat and like the thing over here, like they had all these weird pineapple things in their house. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, but then sometimes people just like pineapples, right?
that is true too. I mean, we have some good friends that really
we
like
have some
pineapples.
friends that are like that, like yeah.
How do you think
they're
she
really
feels
all in
about
on
that
that.
I mean, I don't think she knows. You know, it's a whole thing.
Tough one.
Regardless, so yeah, the pineapples thing. Now you know if you didn't know, and if you did know, hey, you know what I mean. Hopefully things are working out for you if you're into that type of stuff. A lot of people get tattoos, Andy. And it's like a pineapple, and then they like move it. It's an upside down pineapple.
They're that dedicated.
They're that dedicated to the cause.
Why does it have to be upside down? Just because that's
It's like when you put the American flag upside down, right?
or like the St. Peter's cross or whatever the hell.
That's exactly what it's like.
You're supposed to it shows distress.
So when they no longer are 4, do they just get a bunch of fruits around it, make it look like a little Fruit of the Loom logo or something? Like, what do you do? That seems like a weird thing to really dedicate yourself to.
I mean,
you say that. I don't think they're you know what
the
about,
tattoo is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. And you say, what about when they're out of it, right? James Davis has a question here. We don't have to go into it, but it's on a subreddit. Ask Reddit. Someone asked the question with a bunch of interesting answers. So I ask you, what was something you really got into, but now you know it was just a phase? I don't think swinging's a phase, man.
It's a lifestyle, dude.
Swinging's like, you know what? I like fucking different people. There you go. I just pineapple it up.
How does that work? You know, how do you?
Tim's about to tell us.
I mean, it seems happily. It seems out. Again, I have nothing but positivity to speak about.
What do you mean, how does it work? I don't understand. Which part?
I mean, nuts and bolts. Like, I guess when you're on a cruise,
when a man loves a woman,
sense.
but they both love fucking other people.
Okay.
They have a conversation about it, and they say, we're going to swing. And then they come up, I'm sure, with their own rules or whatever. But this is where the pineapple comes in.
Hold on, let me call my wife. You tell her this.
This is where the pineapples come in. You put the pineapples up, and then other people who have had a similar thing, and they know the pineapple thing, they look at it. There you go.
So there's,
See, I'm with you. As a happily monogamous married man, I look at that, I go, that seems like a lot of work. But think of it this way. Once you put the pineapple up, the work is done. Then it's just like, are you clean and do you want to? Okay. No big deal. See, I'm going back to the buffet for this watered down shrimp.
I have friends who are they're poly and they like experiment with other people. They bring like a third into there. And I hear stories and it just seems like for the most part it's positive. But it does seem like every now and again, it's a lot of work, and there's something that happens, and someone cancels, or this happens, or it goes south, and the vibes are off, and it just seems awkward. And I'm like,
so let me jump in.
Look at that, and then I go, could I just start season 2 of Preacher on Netflix tonight? That seems more fun.
And see, but here's where again I'm jumping in based on a few TikToks I've seen and not knowing anything. I think there's such a difference between being poly and being in the swinger thing.
Oh, definitely.
Where the swinger thing's just a green light to let's go nuts on each other.
Yeah, we're just fucking.
Cock. You know what I mean?
Or that vagina.
Whereas the poly is like, hey, hey, do we want to date someone as a couple? Do we want to involve that? That's where the work comes in.
Or I mean,
all of
yes.
it. These are relationships between
I'll
people.
tell you what, Ben started eating more, and now I gotta fucking pay for a third person in a restaurant. This sucks. I'm not getting into a fucking relationship with another person. 4 people? Come on. What are we talking about?
Here's what really throws me off about the whole pineapple thing. Is that like
and he's still stuck on the pineapple.
Well, no, for the same reason that I don't love going to trips and putting out on social media. I'm going out for a long walk. Who wants to join me? Because like I'm very selective with that stuff.
You don't like people.
You've never invited me.
I don't love just like, you know, random people because some people have good vibes. Some random people don't have good vibes. And I'm talking about people in the community, right? Like there's some really, really awesome, kind of funny community members that are totally chill. And there are some that, you know, just may linger a little too long or they say something that throws you off. I was like, oh, I wouldn't have said that to somebody. You know what I mean?
Or they're too tall and they haunt children's nightmares like Lingley and Muley, right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Over there.
But like, so the pineapple thing, you got to have a lot of confidence there and just be totally willing for stuff because
no.
Because like no. What I'm saying is like the pineapple thing, you're letting other people know, hey, we're down to like mess around. But are you not selective at all? Are there not moments you're like,
it's all about consent?
But it's gotta suck. No. But here, it's gotta suck to be the person to be like, oh, well, you're turning me down, but you got pineapple.
No. Think of it. Don't think of it as you're down to. Think of it as you're open to. You get what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, we're down to fuck. It's the same way as like I walk to a bar and just because there's a woman there and I'm straight and she's straight, it doesn't mean like I'm gonna hit on her.
I'm only coming to this from the perspective like it's gotta suck to be turned down.
Well, yeah, for sure. That's everything.
No, but like that isn't everything because it's one thing to get turned down if you're walking up to a random person at a bar and they're like, no, I'm not. I'm just here to drink and like hang out. Like, don't hit on me. That's one thing. But like when you look around, there's pineapples all over the place, and they're like, oh, this couple fucks. This couple's down to kind of fuck, and they're letting me know. And then to get turned down, like, ah, shit. Like, you all put out all the messages and are down. But if it was somebody else, maybe you would have. But it was me, you know?
It was
That's
me.
a bummer.
You have to imagine, though, like, for every... Oh, first off, like, the pineapple is just the conversation starter, right? It's just...
Of course.
It takes away that awkward moment of having to, like, are you cool? Obviously, you see it, you go...
So you guys are down to play and like, yeah, but not with you.
But I have to imagine there's still a moment where you talk and hang out and see if there's chemistry beyond that. And then... I have to imagine for every person who's been turned down, they've also turned down someone else. You sort of understand.
Oh,
like,
sure. Yeah.
You're not really like, you still have to be feeling it.
You give and you take.
It's a give and a take situation. And for every upside down pineapple, you go to right side up pineapple.
Oh, wow.
That is true.
So Tim, how many couples did you guys hook up with?
So
what
again,
kind of pineapple
zero.
details you buy?
So again, I want to like I hate to like spoil it all. It's just I feel like I need to, given the content of what we're talking about here, because again, nothing but respect to people, and more than that, I actually don't have 100% concrete like. It could have all just been talk, and then and nothing could have ended up actually happening, and I don't have it on good authority that anybody actually fucked anybody. Okay. I'm just saying all that.
From this point on, everyone put your hypothetical hats on. We're speaking in purely hypothetical.
That you find yourself in these situations all the time. Because I
Greg,
distinctly remember
Australia.
in Australia,
In
where this
Australia.
couple, you took a photo for a couple on a bridge. Like, that's great. Would you like to fuck us?
Just walking across a bridge in Australia. And this couple stopped me and just like, okay, can you take a picture? And then essentially just like, hey, like, what do you
like
doing?
your vibe.
And I'm just like, what
Your bomber
the
jacket's
fuck is
dope.
going on?
I thought it was you and your friends going to that sex club.
Well, then there's that too.
Yeah.
I live a life, okay? Everybody.
This is how I know that I'm not 6'1". You know what I mean, Andy? Has this ever happened to you?
Yeah, you and Tim go to the house with all the pineapples, and they're like, "Well, him, yeah. I don't know about you."
They'd be like this. Tim, nice to meet you, Nick. Would you mind getting us coffee?
So it's also very funny because like I not that I'm a bad looking man, but I used to be a better looking man. I've gotten I gained a little bit of weight. So back then I can semi understand.
Yeah.
Nowadays I have Gia, so that's the difference. I had her then too, but I didn't technically have her in Australia.
She wasn't with you as like a sidekick.
Exactly. So us together, I feel like there's an energy to us.
Your package deal, yeah.
That I feel like kind of potentially, I mean, at this point, must exude something.
You give off an
because
aura.
The amount of times that situations like this come up is shocking to me, Nick. Shocking.
In your everyday life or just on this trip?
I think it's fun.
Well, this trip, but I mean, it's just always. I feel like there's just. I feel like how many stories do we have like this? You know what I mean?
I don't feel that many.
I have 0.
I think we're talking. No, we're talking about Tim and Gia.
I'm just letting you know.
That's fine. Yeah, no, me too. I got a goose egg on the
I'm
wall.
so
too.
jealous. I'm so envious of this.
No,
Absolutely 0. Less than 0.
No one's ever
I
walked
talked
up to
about
me
this
in my
one time.
Ghostbusters T-shirt and been like, "You and your wife want to go to bed?"
I talked about my wife and I talk about everything. We have a very we're very open and honest with each other when it comes to everything. And every once in a while, I'll broach the talk and be like, "What if we like would you be open to like if we ever met someone?" And she's like, "It's never gonna happen." She's like, "I'm totally open to it. But she's never gonna fucking happen." And I was like, "Why not?" She goes,
I'd have to go out.
"I'd have to go out. We'd have to go to a bar. We'd have to go do like when we go on trips. We're in." But she's like, "We're in by 5:00." Eating a club sandwich, watching Netflix, and I'm like, "You're right."
She's giving you the Larry David and Curb Your Enthusiasm of like, back when we first met, you said that I'd have a free pass before we got married, and then she was like, or before our whatever anniversary, she's like, "Okay, sure, yeah, you have a free pass. Go for it, Nick. Like, yeah, go have fun with that."
Yeah, my D would be like, "Whatever the fuck you want to do, it's not gonna happen."
And he's like, "Oh, you don't think I can do it?" Larry like takes it as a challenge, and that's when he's about to have sex with the Republican lady. He's like, "Wait, you're a Republican?" And pushes her off.
All right, Tim.
So we're at this wedding, right?
Back to this orgy you attended.
Honestly, like, and again, I'm giving a lot of info here, and I want to over-explain this simply because there was my friend's wedding, and then there was also a lot of surrounding events. I'm not trying to imply at all that my friend's wedding was reason that all this was happening. We were at a resort. So that resort had a lot of other people as well, right? First off, wedding was awesome. It was one of my really good friends from middle school, and I officiated the wedding, fucking kicked ass.
You were stressed
fucking
out about
killed
this
it.
leading into
I
it.
was stressed. I mean, just because it's work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's
But you
just
popped
like,
off, you did great?
I fucking popped off, dude. I
awesome.
went so hard. Yeah, I got everyone crying, everyone laughing. I did the
Nice.
whole damn
Crying,
thing.
laughing,
It was
crying,
it was
laughing.
rad. It was rad.
Some people were pissed too.
But a couple people were real upset. But what was great about it is, or fun, is that we're at this resort and we were there for like 4 days and it was all inclusive. So you don't leave the resort.
Yeah.
Like everyone's there. And because our entire wedding party was there was a couple other big parties there. It kind of just turns into this like 5-day summer camp type situation. So there's a lot of summer camp vibes.
Everyone's fingering each other.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Nick?
get what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying?
I'll say what you can't say. People's
Like, it
fingers
just-
are getting wet.
It
This is
just-
great warming you up for the exercise at the end. Thank you.
Oh my
Final 10 minutes
God.
here.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, is that gonna finger me?
No, remember, we're going to do the erotica
shit.
stuff.
Oh, cool. I didn't know you. I
you
hear
need
you
that?
warming me up for the last 10 minutes. I'm like, okay, I gotta do some poppers. What are we doing here? What do I have to relax?
Call
Sorry,
D
Tim,
and be
continue.
like, you know what? You said it would never happen. Right here, Craig's willing to put
Just
a finger
I
in
can't.
me.
I cannot tell you how just disinterested Danielle is in all of this. Just like I will pitch her ideas for kinky shit, and she'll go.
ideas.
And it's not like I would rather her have a violent
meeting?
reaction one way or the
Yeah,
other.
yeah, yeah.
Like that's
It's like
hot as fuck, and
wrestling.
I'm turned
You want
on.
him to boo or cheer.
Boo or cheer.
Whatever. but
Everything
don't-
is,
nothing.
I guess, if you want to do that. It's like someone that you're going out to dinner with who's never hungry. Yeah, I guess we'll get chicken. Who cares? Whatever. We'll get Chipotle. It doesn't matter. God damn it. You're so even keel. I apologize, Tim.
No,
Continue
hey,
to go.
it's fucking all good. So this wedding was awesome and it's beautiful and it's in this amazing Mexican resort. The downside, 100 degrees the entire time, literally 100 degrees,
Don't need that.
and it's the
That was
type of
hot as
100
shit here.
degrees that it doesn't matter if it's day or night. It's just 100 degrees. It's hot outside at all times. Now the plus side to that, pools everywhere. Like this place had a pool on like there's the main pool. There's pools on every rooftop. Every single pool has a swim up bar. Like it's just freaking like living the life. Great times, right?
I gotta really shot you out though. You didn't come back with like a really
Yeah.
bad sunburn.
I know. Your
Like-
boy did extra good.
If you were
Sun safety.
yeah, like if you were to ask me where was I the past week, I would have been like, I don't know. But you can usually tell when Tim has been somewhere where the sun is involved.
No, I took care of myself like extra hard.
Great
But
job.
so it's a great vibe at this resort, right? And we're just having a good time. The resort, I want to start with just explaining it because it was one of the most insane things I've ever experienced. Again, all inclusives, food fucking sucks. Like that's just the whole vibe.
Do you
Great.
feel comfortable saying the name so we can see B-roll of it?
Yeah,
or
yeah,
no?
for sure. I sent Kev some links
Look at
here.
this. I'm taking
So
off my shoes. They're ahead of the game. I can relax.
well, a couple things actually. So to prepare for this trip, I needed to buy some sunglasses because I don't have any. And I was
Have
like,
you heard about movement?
I couldn't find, couldn't find. I had those. I couldn't find them though. So I was like, I'm gonna buy some new Ray-Bans because it's been a while since I've had those. And they have the new Ray-Ban Metas that have the cameras on them.
Oh,
And
the
I was
Gary
like,
Whitta glasses.
Gary Whitta has them, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna check these out. Read some reviews and stuff. And I'm like, yo, this footage is actually like incredibly cool. And I was like, this is gonna be a perfect thing for me to have for this trip in case I just wanted to record. So for people that don't know, you can take pictures or record, and it's like hands free. And it's freaking awesome because
Gary
then
was selling me on Games Daily. I was thinking about the next
Amazing.
pair of glasses. I might pick one up.
could not recommend them higher. You can't tell the difference. They just look like
Yeah.
Ray-Bans, which like is to me the selling point because I don't want no fucking goofy ass Google glasses type shit. You know what I mean?
It's my foot, Kevin.
God.
You're Kevin laughing from across the.
Anyways, Kev, there's a couple pictures of the resort of me walking with the glasses.
You want to give me a name? You
yeah.
said I'll name the videos.
I did name them, but
Resort Hawk?
yeah, let's go with that.
Patriotic
this
hawk.
gives there we go. There we go. Yeah, click on that guy. We don't need audio, but just to kind of show off these glasses.
Whoa.
Like
This is a photo.
beautiful.
Oh, it's a video.
This is a fucking video, and you just walk. The sound is amazing. There's 5 mics on it. Like these are like perfect
Do
vlog
you like
cameras.
did you take calls on them or anything? Because Gary was listening in.
You can listen to music and stuff. Yeah, it's super cool.
Benny B. Good says.
Check this out.
Benny B. Good with the $2 super chat says hands free, perfect for all the swinging.
100%. Look at that.
This looks
Yeah.
insane.
Do you see what that woman just
yeah,
walked by
hawk.
with?
Yeah, yeah.
Woman just walked by with a fucking hawk.
That was a bird. What are they called?
bird
Like
of prey.
an aviary. Aviary. What are they called? Fucking like bird handlers. There's like a name for them.
Hawkman.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
But anyway,
see
like,
that guy.
so this is
Can
this
I
is
ask
what
a
we're
dumb
dealing with, right?
question?
Can you pause it where you can see the beach, Kev, right there? What's up, Greg?
Nick, have you seen porn with these yet?
No, but I mean,
it's got to exist, right?
Well, they have porn where they just strap the camera to their forehead.
That's dumb. I want to know
Or
about
they actually have like
the
they have like the police.
I'm not gonna, trust me, if I'm sitting there trying to wag off and I'm thinking about this moron with a GoPro on his forehead, I'm not gonna like it.
It is
I
weird.
didn't
One
think
time
you
I did
like the video stuff. I thought you were just more of a reader.
I prefer to read, but I mean, I'm just saying this is.
Andy.
I like the merger of
He
tech.
doesn't have time to read.
I like the merger here of tech and porn, where we're at the cutting edge of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't know if I was having an original thought or if Nick's already seen this.
No, but I do think it would probably be better.
I watch a porn here and there. I just miss the days when porn
Real
had
convincing.
stories. You know what I mean?
Really?
Now it's all like, oh, this guy was fucking this one doll, but then the girl snuck in bed. I'm like, I need more than that. You know what I
Really?
mean? Can I get
More
a narrative
motivations?
here?
Yeah.
We talked about Red Shoe Diaries. Did you know that David Duchovny was in all 172 episodes of Red Shoe Diaries?
It was crazy.
Well, I thought it was a movie.
No, it was a
TV show,
Showtime
yeah.
series.
Oh,
Seven seasons.
Yeah.
HBO.
Yep.
A lot.
Sorry, yeah, these glasses are cool.
About
These
this
are cool.
hawk.
Yeah, so the glasses are cool. There's like these big ass pools. You can see like that's a swim up bar in the back,
Yeah.
but like the ocean is back there. You can
Yeah,
see
yeah,
it,
yeah.
and
Yeah,
so it's like the entire resort is like lined against the ocean. So you're like incredible views every which way, whatever. People walking around with hawks, like an adventure and a half. But what's crazy about this adventure is not only is the resort like all you can eat, all you can drink, all that stuff in the pools and cool. That's where the wedding was. But there's 6 different amusement parks that are owned by the resort, and it's free access to everything. So there's shuttles that'll just take you, and they're all within like a 5-minute drive away to like different themed amusement parks. So we get in there Wednesday night, and it was like 8 p.m. And she was like, "Fuck it! Instead of going to bed or like just checking in, whatever, let's go to one of the parks because they're open like pretty late night for some of them." So we go to this one, and so the whole resort's called Xcaret, so Xcaret, I think. And one of the parks was called Fuego Escape.
That's for
And it's the night amusement park adventure thing. And so I didn't really know what I was getting into, Nick, because we're like, all right, cool. It's a theme park. It's nighttime, kind of like a water park type situation. So as we get there, like
It's just a bunch of couples trying to fuck you.
No. The swimming part doesn't happen yet. This is just more
They're like, why is just people here in beds and a lot of KY jelly.
Why is everybody wearing Meta sunglasses?
So we went at night, so it didn't look like this. It was just like pitch black. It starts pouring rain, but here the rain is so hot it doesn't even fucking matter. It's a water park, so even if you're getting wet, it's like all right, whatever.
Okay, that's fine.
So Kev, you scroll forward just a little bit. Like the getting in is just you're in a bunch of caves. I mean, like this, and they're real caves.
Okay.
It's not just like it's not like man-made like amusement park shit.
No,
they just
this is
fucking
like stalagmites and
100%. And when I first start walking in, I'm just like, this seems incredibly unsafe because like I'm way too tall for this shit.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'd be walking in this, and then G's like, no, Tim, like it's unsafe because like they designed it. Like they didn't design it. It's just this is just what it was.
Natural cave.
And so yeah, you like walk through this insanely giant cave. There's just fire torches everywhere. I'm in some Legend of Zelda shit, and I don't know about all this.
Oh, wow, this
now
is
keep in
cool.
mind,
Jesus.
we're in Mexico. No one's speaking English. Everyone's speaking Spanish. I failed Spanish a couple times.
You need Kevin with you, brother.
100%. But I had Gia, who understands
backpack.
Spanish incredibly well.
Can she
Speaks
speak
it not that well at all. She can kind of get by. But when we're trying to learn the rules of a theme park, it's a little hard. You know what I mean? Like you're just standing in line for a ride or whatever. They start explaining like, put on the seatbelt this way and all this stuff. When it's in a different language, you get every fifth word
I'm
or so.
surprised it wasn't dual language.
Yeah, it was not like at all. Anyway, so we get there, and again, this is like way lighter than it looked. It was just dark with a bunch of freaking
Jesus.
torches everywhere. Go to the different video, Kev, of the toboggan.
insane.
I think it's called.
I keep having to remind myself that's not your video.
Yeah,
That's
it's not.
from
It's
YouTube.
not.
His video would be better quality.
So we first up, there's this giant water slide, and she's like, "Let's go on the water slide. I know you like water slides, Tim. Like, let's get it over with." I'm like, "Cool, let's do it." She's not really into water slides. We start walking up the line to get to it. It is like hundreds of feet up like this treacherous freaking climb. I'm climbing ladders and shit through caves. Like, what the fuck is happening? We get to the top, and there's these 2 like 17-year-old boys that they sat with us, and we all just had to sit. They didn't speak any English, and the guys are explaining to us in Spanish like what we need to do. Can you pause it, Kev? And so I've been on these type of big water slides before where it's like a group thing.
Yeah.
And normally you get on and it kind of like goes
in a
down
big tube sort of
goes down
thing.
a half pipe and then like goes up and goes down. Maybe you like go into like a wade pool or whatever. And that's just the end of it. As we were walking up like 100+ feet, I was like, there's no way that the ride's going to end there. Like, there's more to this than meets the eye. The guy starts explaining it to us, and like, there's like a video playing, but it's just like essentially like a slideshow of PNGs of like
boom, boom, you're fucked, boom, boom.
kind of, and it just shows them. And what it was trying to explain was, do not leave the boat thing,
Yeah,
the little
inflatable
thing. Do not leave it. You hold on tight. It has to be 4 people. We have to balance the weight in a specific way, and everyone needs to crisscross their legs to make sure like everyone's locked in. Keep in mind, polar opposites of the weight spectrum. So they had to like pretzel us with these poor little 17-year-old boys in the most complicated leg pretzel, right? And so we're sitting there, and then the video's playing, and they're trying to explain it to us, and they're just like, "Oh yeah." So, and again, I'm just gonna say this in English, but I was only getting bits and pieces. They're just like, you're going to go down. It's going to go really fast. There's going to be some parts that have no lights. You're not going to see what's happening. And then do not fall out of the raft. But if you do fall out of the raft, do not panic. Just cross your arms, stay that way, and stay as straight as possibly, okay? Just stay straight. Just go like this, and you're going to go down.
The inside of this tube.
But we didn't understand. Like, I understood that. I got that enough, and I've been on these rides enough that I kind of got the vibe of like, you're not supposed to leave. Gia didn't understand.
Oh, no.
That thankfully she never left the raft. Thank God. But she thought that they were instructing us that at some point we're gonna get launched out of the thing, and she needs to fucking get prepared.
She has to fucking vampire.
Right up this tube like a cannon.
But like, she's never been on one of these water slides, so she's had no frame of reference. Mind you, we're up there now. And they're like, "Are you ready? Go!" And they push us out, and we start going down the tubes. Now, Kev, you can play the video now. This thing lasts like 4 minutes, and we're just going forever through so many different experiences. And you start going down, and it's like a fucking 70-degree angle. We're going so fast, getting so wet. There's fucking lights shine. Like this video doesn't even do it justice.
It's like the Willy Wonka ride.
Straight up, dude.
Are you outside there?
Dude, you're outside.
I would lose my fucking mind.
You're
right there.
outside.
That'd be the end of that.
And we're hundreds of feet up.
I'd be crying now.
They have lights flashing. Like, you look at this. This fucking, you go through a goddamn galaxy.
Space Mountain.
Like, look how fast you're going, dude.
Man.
And it just keeps going. And there's a whirlpool, and I just hear Gia go, "It's a whirlpool! It's a whirlpool!" And we just start fucking going down it, and we get sucked into the whirlpool, and it just like keeps going with the most insane. It was like every water ride I've ever been on, in one, back to back to back, and about halfway through, so like 2 minutes into this, she starts screaming at me, "When are we flying? When are we flying?" I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" It's like, "When do I need to get out? When do I need to get out?" I'm like, "Do not get out. Don't get out." Like, do not,
God,
dude.
can you imagine watching this just being a human body just going down?
Right?
just all of your skin gone. To the bottom of this thing.
Like, they need to tie you into this. They
don't.
can't just have handles.
Dude, it's just fucking, look at just the lightning. Dude, like, it was the craziest fucking experience ever. I could not believe how intense this was and how they just let people do it. And like, yeah, I guess we're wearing helmets. Great.
But like, do people have to freak out during this, right?
Dude, it was fucking terrifying.
Like,
I loved it,
this is a claustrophobic person's nightmare.
Oh, yeah.
Going into little dark holes with a bunch of people like getting stuck in there, I'd be like, "Nah, I gotta go, guys." I'd climb
There's
back
no
up.
getting stuck, man. The water was rushing.
Oh,
like,
God,
that
that's
thing was
so
just like,
terrifying.
you were just part of the machine at this point. Like,
Was that the one ride there?
No, there's a whole bunch of them.
Okay.
But like, so we did that, and after that, we're like, all right, cool. What else do we want to do? Kev, if you bring up the first video you had with the cave, if you get towards the end, there's essentially for anybody that knows the Indiana Jones ride at Disneyland,
I've heard of it.
which is like this like. You're in a little Jeep and it's like off-roading and you're going through whatever. Imagine that, but you're actually driving the Jeep.
Well, that sounds dangerous.
This seems
You
great.
get these fucking Jeeps, and you're just driving over treacherous lands and
you're
bridges
just
as
whipping the
fireballs are exploding
Yeah.
around you,
You don't
Andy.
need it. This is awesome. This place fucking rocks.
And the instructions they
No
give
rules.
you, again, it's all Spanish, which I should have known. I should have been prepped for, but there was no preparing for this. All right? Like,
This reminds me of my honeymoon. Oh my god. People must die here.
You controlling this
you're just
is
fucking
the most insane thing.
you're just driving
Tim who
around.
doesn't even drive his car in San Francisco.
Look at that.
Tim, who hates the parallel park.
You're freaking go. There's just this fucking footprint.
Is that a track?
No, it's a
No.
bridge
Oh.
that you're just driving across.
Were you driving?
Yes.
This is amazing.
So this shit's
2
insane.
minutes in, she goes, "Where do we fly?"
Hey, Tim, I have been getting ads for this place all of this last week, and now I know it's your fault.
It's my fault. But look at this. Little tight ass corridors of these fucking things, man. Those are like spiky ass rocks.
And there's just flames.
And they're just
There's
blowing
fucking balls of
fire.
flame. So all right. So then
It's so dangerous.
it was so intense, man. Just so fucking intense.
What the
Then
fuck
this
is this?
underwater rafting where you're literally in these fucking caves with water. I don't know what the hell we were doing, man. Like Nick. This is you would have.
I would have never gone. I can't. 'Cause, dude, I'll tell you what. This reminds me. I went to Denmark, and they do a boat ride where sometimes you have to go underneath these bridges, and you have to lean back, and the bridge is like right
Oh,
here.
sure,
and I
sure,
was
sure.
like, no. After the first one, I was like, get me out of this fucking thing.
Yeah.
This shit would not fly with me. I would not be able to do
Is
this.
that lady brushing water out of her little raft? It looked like
Sinking.
But things included in the ticket, though.
So we did that. And
Girl's
then
got her helmet on in there, like anything could happen.
Are you
the-
kidding
the
me? There might be
last
fire
thing-
that pops up.
the last thing we did was the zip line. And zip line's kind of fucking scary, but
Yeah.
also very fucking cool.
fun.
And I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do this. Kev, can you bring up the zip line video that you had earlier, the daytime one? Because I just want to give an example of what this zip line kind of looks like. Because again, you're hundreds of feet in the fucking sky.
And you're there, and it's dark.
Yeah. So you just fucking walk up to the edge, they clip you in, and then you just slide off the edge and you just go. And you're dozens of feet over these trees that are already super tall.
Yeah.
Look at them just fucking go. All right?
Guys, like, you ready?
There's not a whole lot of pomp and circumstance. You just kind
No,
of said
you
out
just
there.
go. So what was crazy about it is, again, I am double the weight of Gia.
Yeah.
So I see Gia go, and I hear her little zip line, and it's like, and I go, like I'm fucking going like 10 times faster than her, just gaining momentum every freaking time. And I'm going so fast. When you meet her at the bottom, she's like, that was awesome. And I'm like, that was fucking terrifying.
I look at this and I go, there's no way they're checking every foot of that cable.
Nope.
There's no way that someone has looked at that cable in the last year and been like, yeah, it seems safe.
I was just thinking about what are the procedures? Like, does this cable go up and the people doing it go, this will be good for 10 years?
Yeah.
What are the actual things you're checking for on this cable? Why?
I mean, you want to think that someone's like, hey, we have to check this like weekly. Okay, like you
Really?
send something
Weekly's
down
way too often
and
for
there's
me.
just no way. I mean, it's high tension cabling, so it's got, it can probably take your weight times 1,000.
I assume
but
they check
still.
it like once a 6 months or something like that.
I don't know, man. Is this you?
No, this isn't me. But this is what it was like, except it was pitch black with just a bunch of fire torches going around.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it was incredibly scary. Now,
Well, I mean,
here's
that's
the
better
thing.
than the no fire. Because I thought you were going to do a zip line at night and just not see shit.
Well, Andy, what if I told you that we were like similar to the water slide that I was like, oh, I've done this before, and you're done in 25 seconds? No. That's not what the zip line is. We thought we were doing one zip line. That's going to be fun. We go in, not understanding. It's a 45-minute zip line experience where you're zip lining from tower to tower like a fucking
So
Assassin's
you
Creed
get
game.
off this thing and you got to
You
go to
get
the
off
next
it,
tower?
you climb a different tower, you zip line down a bunch of different ways.
Whoa.
And there's no going back. Once you start, you got to zip all
your
the
adventure.
fucking way.
45 minutes to zip.
45 minutes to
love
zip it,
this
and
shit.
every one more terrifying than the last, Greg. So
These girls got to do it together.
It didn't get better. I would have
There's a
thought,
weight
as
limit.
somebody
They
who
wouldn't
wouldn't
let
do
us
this,
go.
I would have thought it would have been like, oh, I would have landed like I got to do it 5 more times or whatever. And I'd be like, okay, you know what? By the 5th time, maybe I'll be enjoying it. Maybe
Yeah.
this is the kind of immersion therapy I need.
But here's the other thing, though, Greg. I didn't know what they were saying. So I didn't know how many more there were.
Like, you live here now.
I just knew that it was just like this endless running of just like, again, in 100-degree weather. We have to like climb these freaking towers. It was absolutely insane.
At what point were you like, we should have just stayed in the hotel room?
Never.
Okay.
I was still like,
Okay.
I kind of love this because I'm a fucking freak. But
Yeah,
like,
freaking Unleashed.
Kev, there's another video that I think is just called like X Carat Fuego or whatever, and it shows it at night. Because you zip line down one, you're like, that was crazy. You zip down another, and it was even faster. Then they start just throwing gimmicks at you. All right. 4th zip line, that's when you start seeing the fire. Because earlier it was just pitch black over these trees. But then you just start seeing fire. Then you go down one that's going through trees. Then you go down one where there's zip lines going like next to you. So you're seeing people like 10 feet above you.
There's like a Jaws robotic that like comes out of the trees.
The one that got me was we're ziplining, we're going through trees, and then all of a sudden we're over a highway.
Oh shit!
A fucking functioning highway, and we're just zipping over cars. And I'm just like,
close do you think
what
they were?
the fuck is this? Not, I mean, 25 feet maybe.
Okay.
Like I'm seeing,
That's crazy.
It was crazy because like it's like pitch black essentially, with just tree, and all of a sudden the car lights coming at you, and you're like,
Because on a tree,
what?
you gotta assume you have at least like a 30% chance of surviving that
Oh,
fall.
and you can grab a branch.
Yeah, you'd be grabbing branches on a highway.
You gotta land
Probably
in the
like
car Vin
25%
Diesel.
chance.
not looking good. Anyway, it all ends with the grand, well, what I thought was the grand finale, but it wasn't. Do you have the video, Kev?
No, none of them had like nighttime zip lining of the 4 videos you sent me.
Interesting. Give me 1 sec, because I want y'all to see this.
While he does that, I'll of course remind you, this is the Kind of Funny podcast each and every week. 4, sometimes 5 best friends gather on this table to hang out and watch stuff and hang out and see stuff and do stuff and be friends. If you like that, you should support us, get the Kind of Funny membership so you can get each and every episode ad-free and watch it live, and of course get the Greg way. You can get your membership on patreon.com/kindoffunny or youtube.com/kindoffunnygames. But since you're not using those perks, here's a word from our sponsor. And now, a message brought to you from our friends at NVIDIA GeForce. Here's a few gaming updates that'll gas up just about any PC gamer, and yes, maybe even me. This past week at Gamescom, NVIDIA revealed more than a few exciting announcements, including that now over 600 games and apps are now enhanced with the power of RTX. Coming December 9th, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle will launch with full ray tracing and NVIDIA DLSS 3.5, which means the eerie, moody interiors of those tombs and sunken temples are going to look fantastic. And with AI-enhanced ray reconstruction, you'll keep those frames high enough to keep Indy out of danger. If you can't wait that long, you can jump into Star Wars Outlaws this week. NVIDIA again provides a stellar gaming experience with ray-traced lighting and effects and the power of DLSS 3.5, which multiplies performance over 4 times at 4K at maxed out settings. And take advantage of NVIDIA's RTX 40 series bundle through September 19th to get a digital copy of the game when you buy a 40 series GPU or laptop. And if you haven't seen the latest version of a 20-year-old classic, NVIDIA released another advanced preview of their community remaster of Half-Life 2. Over 100 artists are contributing to this RTX remix project, which leverages NVIDIA's top graphics technology. It looks unbelievable. If you've enjoyed the content we've made so far in 2024, we're asking you to pick up a Kinda Funny membership on patreon.com/kindafunny or youtube.com/kindafunnygames to say thanks as part of August's Kinda Funny membership drive. That 10 spot would get you access to more than 130 exclusive episodes of content. And to give you a taste, we're posting one of the exclusive Gregways just like this each and every Saturday and Sunday in August. On top of that, make sure you join us for weekly public happy hours where we take Patreon member calls live for everyone as previews of what a Kinda Funny membership gets you each and every month.
The video that's called Explore Fuego
Explore Fuego.
is like their little trailer commercial thing that they.
I looked through it. I didn't see it. Wait. Do you have like a time?
Yeah, just pull up the video.
1 second.
We are driving into.
Hello?
Mom?
Elena?
Mom, get the school nurse. Mom, get the school nurse.
Why would your mom get the school nurse?
Okay.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I sent the wrong one.
You're home.
My
What's
bad.
wrong?
Anyways,
Send the right one?
no, I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. We get to the tallest tower so far, and I look down in the distance. I just see a ring of fire,
Yeah, you did.
and I'm like, gee.
Of course.
We're going through the Ring of Fire, man. Like, we had just went over a fucking highway. I'm like, this is it. This is how it all ends.
Yeah.
We fucking go, and sure as shit, we go through a ring of flame. Like, the most insane shit I have ever done.
Yeah.
Like, what is happening here? And we end, and I'm just like, okay, that must be the end, right? Like, that must actually be the the finale of all this nonsense. There we go.
Oh
That
my
just
God.
seems really
unsafe.
like I don't know what the rules are. Oh,
But like
man.
we were 100 feet away from it. We just see this fucking flame. And mind you, I was going 5 times faster than that guy, just due to sheer momentum. But then you think that the water's gonna. Can you pause here, Kev? Going through the
Go
water.
through water?
I thought that the fucking Ring of Fire was gonna be the end, and I was like, thank God.
It's in case you
Like,
get caught on fire.
Yeah, exactly.
I was done, dude. The final one. They try to explain to us like, hey, when you're gonna go through a waterfall and it's gonna slow you down, but you should be able to push through, and then you'll get all the way to the end, and just make sure that you like get on shore as fast as possible. Like, don't hang out in this water because more people are
A
coming.
lot of piranhas.
Like, but if you do get stuck in the water, like, it might knock we all had to wear water shoes. If it knocks your water shoes off, you better fucking get them fast because like, you will lose them. Like, it's dark, you're not gonna be able to see them, and just get to the shore as fast as possible. So we go down.
There's just a lot of onus on the person, right?
And also, Andy, this is
lot of
all in
responsibility.
Spanish. This is all in Spanish. So I'm just
Listen,
like,
as you go down too, if you could clean
Zapatos,
the rope,
zapatos.
I'm gonna give you some spray and some
Agua
towels.
zapatos.
fucking G. She goes through, and it's so graceful. I see her go through the waterfall, like, in front of me, and she, like, gets on the shore. It's all great. I fucking go.
You lose everything.
My fucking fat ass hits the waterfall.
It just
It
stops.
immediately, like you can see right there, I go into the water. My water shoes fly the fuck off. And I had to fucking grab it. I get stuck in the water. And I'm attached to the zip line. I need to go backwards.
Like a dolphin. Like a dolphin.
I just move my hands, and I see all the workers just
You
telling me,
beached
like,
whale trying to
I'm a
get back
fucking
in the
beach
ocean.
whale,
You're like
dude.
vominos, and you're like agua zapatos. Agua zapatos.
Oh my God, dude. It was so embarrassing. And more than anything, it hurt so bad. I was so tired. I had to fucking swim and pull my weight in water with the fucking zip line like 50 feet. It was
Christ.
so
That sounds
fucking
horrible.
far.
That sounds
Oh my God,
horrible.
it was horrible. But
When you get to the waterfall, make sure you hit that switch, or else it's gonna launch off a ravine. You have to go to the ravine. Like, I hope I remember all these instructions.
oh my God. Yeah. So that was our first night. So that just kind of set the
Set the
tone of
tone.
us just being like, what are we in for?
Yes.
And then, all right, just like jumping ahead a little bit. So we know, like, the resort, they have all these fun parks, and like, that shit's fucking crazy. Some of the parks are way less extreme. Like, go meet a flamingo. And I'm like, I'm good. I
That's
don't
fine.
need to
That
fucking
would've
meet a
been me.
flamingo.
Damn, I would have gone to see the flamingo.
Yeah, I was like, I want to go through a ring of fucking fire, you know? Anyway, we're hanging out at the resort. It's all good. But then word starts to spread that, like, oh, there's a speakeasy here. So big speakeasy culture in Mexico, apparently. It's, if for people that don't know, speakeasies are kind of just like secret bars, hidden bars. There's something, whether it's like you need a code to get in, or like it's a hidden location, or like,
Agua zapato.
and,
What does that mean? Water what?
Water shoe.
Okay.
so people are like telling us, like, the bride and groom were like, yo, there's a speakeasy here that's the only thing that's open late. So everything closes at like midnight, but like this place is open till 4, and it's like this like really cool like jazz speakeasy
Ooh,
thing.
nice.
And it's like, oh great, that sounds awesome. Like, that sounds really our vibe. We didn't go night 1 though, because we were fucking
Came home
terrified
waterlogged and exhausted.
100% the experience that
One
we had.
shoe on.
But we're like, all right, cool. The next night, let's do it. So the wedding, like I was saying earlier, my friend, very extra. So this was one of those things where, like, this wedding, like many weddings I go to, a lot of work, a lot of events, a lot of rules,
A lot of things.
every day different dress code. Like, you have to wear this, you can't wear that. Like, it's a whole bunch of things
That's
that like.
crazy.
But it's like when you're this girl, you can say whatever the fuck you want. People are just gonna do it. And so it's just like, all right, we're here for this, and it's gonna be a good time. And when everyone's in, it makes it a
whatever
fun
else
situation, right? So night 1, I don't remember what the fuck the theme was, but we're at this like welcome party thing. Kev, some of the pictures are here. There's the picture of me, G, and Sandy. If you can bring that up. But we
You wanna
were
give me a name and welcome event?
me, G, and Sandy.
Okay.
I was like, I wasn't invited, so I don't like this.
Anyway, so it's like this welcome event. It's at this beautiful resort.
You
Yeah,
guys look great.
And yeah, like we're fucking killing it. Like we're wearing our little white and green shit. Wore a lot of white. All right, definitely looked like.
So what was the theme of today?
Yeah. So this I don't remember, but like
All right,
pastels perhaps.
Okay.
Pastels and some light colors, whatever. That's my boy Danny, Amanda, and this Andy. This is my middle school crew here. So, after this welcome event, or at this welcome event, they were like, "Hey guys, we're going to play a game for the rest of the days that we're all here." Since
Murder mystery.
we're-
Everybody put your keys in the jar.
Have you heard about an upside down pineapple?
we're gonna play this game to get to know each other because we're all gonna be doing all these events together. And this could have been the lamest.
How
worst
many people
thing.
are there for this?
55 people
Thank you.
there for the wedding. But again,
That's a
a lot of
cool
other
party.
groups. And like we've been at like bachelor parties or bachelorette parties where you meet up with other parties, and all of a sudden it's a
everyone's
big
partying.
party,
Yeah,
right?
you're partying.
So that's kind of what was happening here. But what was really cool is they were like, all right, we're gonna play this game where everybody in their little gift bag has 5 trivia cards. You need to find the trivia that matches the person at this event.
like
So Kev, there's a picture of G here. Her trivia card said, thank you for that too. It was great. I wore a Pikachu mascot costume on a live show.
Got it. Cool.
So I was Gia.
That's
So
kinda
everyone
funny.
starts talking and figuring out like who's what little trivia thing, and gets people talking. You get to know each other. You know, when you first hear this, you're like, I don't want to fucking do this. But then people start drinking a little bit, and then throughout the day,
It's
it's
a
like,
good
that's cool.
icebreaker to get to know.
And all of a sudden, like now, all these 55 people are having a lot of fun.
Hey, Pikachu suit, get over here. You know,
Yeah,
that's okay.
100%. So, and you learn about people, and what was really funny is like the people that took it seriously. To me, and a couple other of the guys, we would like not want to cheat at all. So it's not be like, oh, are you this card? Like we would like try to start a conversation with
Oh,
somebody
interesting.
and just be like, oh yeah. Like one of the things was like they have a photographic memory, and so I went up to like this guy that I went to high school with that
Okay,
I don't know
quizzing
that
him.
well. And and I was like, oh man, like. God, I can't remember our English teacher's name. Like, do you remember? And like, he got it. And I was like, huh. And I started asking more questions. And eventually I'm like, wow, it's like you have a photographic memory. And he's just like, that's not me. I'm like, God damn it. Well, I tried. I fucking tried.
Didn't say a goddamn word doing the rest of the wedding.
But anyways, people are having a good time with this. And I thought that was a great idea. But it really got people talking that wouldn't necessarily have been ever, like, would have never, like, walked up to
There's
each other.
so many people at your wedding. I was like, I will not talk to this person. Lame as fuck.
And so that resulted in us eating dinner and stuff. And then it was just like, what are we doing after? Oh shit, I hear that there's the speakeasy. We should all go to the speakeasy. That'll be fun. And so we get there's like the group of people that are like, yo, we're trying to fucking party. Let's go. I was one of those guys. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
you were.
let's get everyone together. Like let's have fun. So we go to the speakeasy. And
Ring of Fire.
We thought no Ring of Fire, but it was near the parking lot, which was like a speakeasy. There's always some weird shit. We opened this door, like there was like a bouncer guy. Clearly was like, I get where you guys are trying to go. Opens the door. There's this big hallway with just like a line of lights, like horror movie type shit, and they just flash red one by one, like
That's
trailing,
cool.
like
That's
red,
cool.
red. I'm like, oh shit, like this doesn't feel like a speakeasy. This feels like
We're in line for a theme
Saw.
park
or
ride.
something crazy. We fucking walk through little labyrinth of like hallways and stuff. Then there's these big ass doors. They open the doors up. And Kev, there's a video of I think it's called Speakeasy. And this is when we realized it was not a speakeasy at all. It's a fucking like nightclub.
Oh, yeah?
Intense as hell. And this place can't be legal. It was just like the most seizure prone situation I have ever been in.
Yeah.
I fucking loved it. You know what I mean? Like I was fucking living for it. So many lights that were all set. Like they had a lighting director there, like song by song, setting off
Damn.
lighting cues.
I was like walking to the hallway and ¿Quieres jugar un juego? You want to play a game?
Oh, nice. Okay.
Saw.
So like you see these fucking lights.
We did.
I saw him for a second.
Can you just go back to the lights, Kev?
I like Stitch in
Yeah.
the chat says beginning of Blade.
So like there's all these fucking lights that are lining the walls, the
Too loud.
ceiling, and fucking everything. Good level of volume.
Okay.
Like, but also at this point, it's free drinks. So like these guys are just handing out shots left and right. And now we're at this fucking club. And so it's like, all right, I guess this is the vibe, right? And because this is
John Wick's gonna be murdering people in this club, like as everybody just keeps on dancing.
So, all right. So you can take this off now, but just to set the stage, this is where we're at, right? And more people, that was in the beginning of the night, but throughout the night, that place gets packed. all the different parties at the resort of all the people around our age are there. And things just start getting hornier and hornier. Like, you guys ever just been in a situation where you're around people and you're like,
There's a lot of fucking going to happen.
some fucking is going to go
Real,
down.
No.
That vibe just started fucking popping
That
off.
didn't happen at marching band.
And it was like, okay. So it started with some girl that was not in our group, but walked up to Gia and was just like, hey, can I touch your boobs?
Yep.
And it was like, thank you for asking. And she's like, sure. So that happens. And she goes, okay, cool. Can I ask you, are they real or fake? And she was like, they're real. And she goes, oh my God, okay. And she like gets her husband. And mind you, this is not the swinging couple.
Oh.
This is not where this is
that's
going.
fine.
Not yet.
She grabs him and goes, see, those are what I want. Can you buy them for me?
Okay. Good research, market
It's
research.
like, yeah, market
Yeah,
research.
some good field research.
It's like, okay, cool. So all of a sudden, G's now just like, that was crazy. Like some girl literally wants my boobs. And I'm like, all right, here we are. What a fun time for everybody, right? 30 minutes pass. We look over. 2 people in our group just fucking making out. Like
Were they together beforehand?
two women that are
Gotcha,
both
thank you.
married. And I'm just like, okay, this is this type of night. You know what I mean? That happens. And again, fun. Everyone's having fun. All
What are they
consensual.
just
It's all-
pumping
all
pheromones into the
fucking good.
speakeasy?
I don't know,
Free
Nick,
alcohol.
but this was night 1. Like
Oh,
it just kept
God.
fucking going.
Someone's
But like,
pregnant.
I'm gonna skip a bunch of shit and like, keep identities and all that stuff out of it and whatever. Jump into where the story matters. There's this one couple that we'd seen throughout the night.
In the wedding party, in the wedding? Or
No.
Okay.
But kind of like made their way into like an integrated situation where we're all having a good time. They're also American.
They're the ones who got stuck behind you in the water, in the waterfall.
So, like we saw you eat shit in that water. I've got your water shoes.
Incredibly good looking couple.
Nice.
Like super hot dude, super hot woman. Like it was just like, okay, like y'all make sense together. They were very fun and very like into talking to everybody, like literally everybody, and like just having a good time. And it was like, hey, these people are cool. At some point, the guy starts talking to me in a way that I was like you're fun, but like, like some of the things you're saying to
So
me.
you circumcised?
I mean, not that, but
man?
like you would say a couple things, and like it hit a point where I was like,
gladiator movies.
I was like, is he trying to get my secret little trivia thing? You know what I mean? Is he asking weird questions? And again, not weird at all. It was just weird because I wasn't expecting this. All right.
Yeah.
But like, it hit a point that I was like, this man is flirting with me.
Oh, nice.
This man is flirting with me. And
What?
I
Can you give me an example of what he's? I mean, there's dumb stuff, or it's like.
just well, I mean, one thing was he he grabbed my head like this,
Yeah, that's a flirt.
and it was just like, your hair's so nice, but you gotta spike it. It looks sexy if it was spiked. And I was
Yeah,
like,
no, he was flirting. He
huh.
was flirting.
Yeah.
And then my friend Danny, who was with me, he used to spike it in middle school. And I'm like,
Thanks, Danny.
thanks, Danny. Yeah, here we fucking
Daddy, shut
go.
the fuck up. I'm about to get laid, bro.
Stop cock blocking me, Danny.
So yeah, all that was happening. I was like, all right, cool. And then meanwhile, the woman doing very similar things with Gia, and I was like, okay, there's vibes here. And again, it wasn't just us. They were talking to a lot of other people
Babe, that
too.
was my line. You're not supposed to use a
Look like
spike line.
fucking amateurs at it.
But then at some point, we end up like in this like little cove thing, and like a lot of the people had went home. So this was now the 50% of the people, maybe 60% still there. They're the ones that are like, we're really trying to stay out. This is the night before the wedding, by the way, and the
Nice.
groom was still there.
Nice.
It's just
Was the bride
The
not?
bride was not.
No,
she was doing her own
She was the
thing.
one making out with that
She-
other person.
No.
I know, I'm
No.
fucking around.
But
Oh, it's Sandy.
but anyways, like it was just. There was just vibes on vibes, and I'm just like, what is tonight going to turn into? Like, I knew, I was like, it's not going to be me, but I was like, who's it going to be? Because
Yeah.
something's going to go down.
It's an exciting feeling, you know.
It is. You
Like
know?
I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and hear some sick stories.
So the
would
guy at some point, like the 4 of us were like kind of talking. There was other people around us as well, so it was a group conversation. At some point, the dude leans over to me, and he just goes, "Yeah, man, like it's crazy. Like I shouldn't have left my pineapple shirt at home."
There it is. There it is.
There you go. Okay.
Now we got the
And
green
I
light.
immediately grabbed G's arm, and I was like, oh my God. Because throughout the night, I'd been kind of joking with her. I'm like, I think they're trying to fuck us.
Yeah.
and then after that, I was like, yo, they're trying to fuck us. They're really trying to fuck
Yeah.
us. And it was
Say
like,
yes to
but
the
again,
dress. Let's go.
it felt like a safe environment. They weren't doing anything pushy or aggressive. They were being cool. Totally cool.
Based on the story so far, my first reaction, if
Go for it.
switch, would just be like, I am too embarrassed to be naked in front of this sexy man.
I'm intimidated by this guy.
You're like, he's extremely good looking. I'm like, if this guy's got an ab, I don't want to be fucking around.
No. That's for sure as well. But anyways, I'm just gonna skip ahead to this. At some point, it comes up again, and this woman comes and whispers in my ear because she had asked us. She was like, why are you here? Whatever. She comes up and she whispers in my ear, "Honeymoon adventures."
Yes.
Honeymoon adventures.
Yeah, did the
Honeymoon
gate get that?
adventures.
The gate got that for you? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you got that, but honeymoon adventures. She
Yeah,
whispers
they
in
got
my
it.
ear,
That's the title of the.
and it was just like, oh fuck!
Yeah.
This is
Yes.
we have now crossed a line where I was just like, holy shit! If I was a different person, we would be fucking right now.
Yeah,
But
That's
I
where
was
the
like,
movie ends. Yeah, the episode ends and the next episode begins.
Anyway, that was the point that I kind of had to be like, nah. You know what I mean? I still
Yeah.
mic'd it and
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
just like got out of the situation, just like laughed about it all.
It's like it was lady.
That just then became like the quote of the entire
Sure.
the trip for me and G. Just anytime someone would happen, we would just whisper honeymoon adventures to each other. But then the best part was we spent like the next 4 days with these people. Great people, super awesome.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know if they fucked anybody, but I hope
sure
that
they
they
did.
did.
Are you
sure they
Facebook
did.
friends now? Instagram friends?
No,
Let me see some photos.
no. So I just yeah. It was, that was just-
kudos to you. That's awesome.
it was something.
That sounds like a fun situation to.
I would have loved
Be
if Nick was in the situation. He just turns to D and she's like,
She literally be like,
tired.
I don't know, and I'd be like, fuck, that's so
I'm
boring.
sorry, I'm
just
sorry.
took
I'm
all the
sorry.
fun.
My wife says I can't have a honeymoon adventure. I
But she
I
didn't-
gotta go home.
She also didn't not say I could have it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
just kind of
If
middle
it
of the
was-
road on it.
If it was ruining Tim's vibe, though, Mike would have walked in and be like, "Have a honeymoon adventure with me, not him. I'll be the
God.
guy.
God
touch
bless
me,
him.
touch me, don't touch
me.
Chris."
God, the two Ashleys. That's the best story ever.
Yeah.
damn it.
And I'm gonna stop the story there, even though there is more things. But like nothing happened just because. Just like I don't want to get too many details
Patreon-
about
We
the
can't
exclusive.
protect any identities. Or
I've
anything?
done the best that I can. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But let me just that was night one of the whole party together. And like it just got hornier. Like
Wow.
it just
People
fucking
just
kept
seem like they're
getting
hornier,
dude.
now. They just seem like they're hornier.
Well, COVID cranked it up for so many people.
But I
We
just
were
like, I
locked
mean,
up.
granted, we live in San Francisco.
I
and
thought it turned it
obviously,
down.
I work with
But
a
now
lot
you're
of
out.
people who are younger and single. But like the stories that I hear from people, like on just every people, all the comics that are single, men, women, whatever, everything. The stories that I hear about, I'm like, life, man. Granted, it sucks to be single most of the time, but like
Yeah.
I hear these stories of like we did this and this and this third person, a fourth person, we got mushrooms, someone was doing this, where everyone's poly. There's new shit that you've never even heard of before. It sounds exhausting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go watch Monk.
There's a Monk movie. I gotta find it.
I thought COVID. I thought when you got COVID, it like made you. I
I'm
thought
saying
it,
we
I
all
thought it
went
had
through
some
being
erectile
locked up.
dysfunction.
We all got locked up in our
Not me.
room,
Oh,
and then everybody got out, and now everybody's out and they're just
oh,
horny.
because I just know that like
Making
if
up
you
for
had
lost time.
COVID, it like there's a chance that it messes with your penis.
Get the Roger ad running again right now.
For him,
Yeah.
Get that ad
.com/kind
up.
of funny, right? There you go. We crushed it. We killed
Yeah.
it.
I'm gonna have to Google that. Maybe I made.
I
that
don't
up.
think that's true. I don't think you have erectile dysfunction from COVID.
I thought it did something to
Yeah,
your
Andy,
penis.
are you okay?
COVID penis.
God.
This can affect how blood is pumped and carried through your body, including tissue and the penis.
Oh, the vast deference.
COVID-19 and erectile dysfunction. Look at that.
One person. Article written by Andy Cortez.
Andy, does it go away or?
It just.
Take
I
some
don't
Blue
know.
Chew, you're
COVID,
fine.
yeah, mental. Yeah.
I was watching YouTube TV a lot, and I kept getting like I don't know if it's targeted me or whatever, but I just kept getting Blue Chew ads, and
Yeah.
they're just so obnoxious,
Yeah.
so fucking obnoxious.
I had
That
a
and
while where
Iberogast.
every other TikTok ad I got was a blue.
But it's like it must just be based on my age because it's not
Probably,
based on my
yeah.
stamina.
Nice, bro.
Every other Sunday, you're still going to work.
Once a month now. Once a month, 4 p.m.
Well, I'm
Sunday.
glad you're back, Tim, and I'm
Me
glad
too.
you had honeymoon adventures,
Me
even if
too.
they weren't exactly the honeymoon adventures. But
Honeymoon.
Gia got groped. We got that going on. You know,
Consensually.
consensual. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is can we?
Felt
Can we
up.
use groped?
I don't think you can use groped if it was consensual.
Oh,
I
I
think you have
apologize.
to use tenderly massaged.
Yeah.
Okay. Examined.
That's fair. I like that, I like that word.
If you didn't know, everybody, this has been the Kind of Funny podcast each and every week. 4, sometimes 5 best friends gather on this table, coming to hang out with each other and talk about whatever it is they want to talk about. Sometimes it's a crazy honeymoon. Is there anything else we didn't cover that you need to?
Yeah, a ton of stuff. Mexico City's freaking amazing. Everything you've ever heard is true. Like Mexico City is the type of place that if people have been, they're like, it's the best place I've ever been. And you and D are two of them. As well.
I've never been. D went with her sister on a trip, and she said it was one of the best trips she's ever taken.
And if you like food, if you like cocktails, like that's what it's for.
She went to museums, shopping, all that stuff.
The city is like every street is also a jungle. Like it's just crazy. It's like the most integrated green with city that I've ever seen. All the food was amazing. Like, and again, speakeasy after speakeasy after speakeasy. The one thing I do want to bring up, Kev, is it's called Hanky Panky. It's this speakeasy bar, and it was like maybe the most speakeasy type thing I've ever seen. Where, pause it here, when you like put in Uber or Google Maps like the Hanky Panky, the address literally says somewhere, like pops up.
Nice.
I'm like, that's fucking crazy. And you go, and it's this just a little like taqueria. And you're like, then you go up and you go to order, and like then they pretty much know you're gonna be there. Yeah, pause it here. This the thing that says IND, the refrigerator.
Mm-hmm.
That's the door.
That's the door.
That's cool as fuck.
Shit just fucking opens up and you go out.
That's cool.
It's wild. And then inside there's this whole bar. If you skip ahead in the video, you can see it.
So it's like a vending machine, or it's a refrigerator that's
actually a door.
That's super cool.
Yeah, but it was freaking cool. Ton of these things all over the place.
Here we go.
That's cool.
That's cool as fuck.
Yeah, it was awesome. And there was like 10 of those that we went to. They were just cool as shit. But one of them, my favorite place I went was called the Tokyo Music Bar, and apparently there's also one in Tokyo.
Nice.
And it's the whole gimmick of the bar is it's a audiophile, like hi-fi audio place. So they have the most expensive speakers, receivers, just DJ setup, whatever. Everything's perfect. And it's all like it's a vinyl DJ, and like they're just live playing music, and it's like it's not an oons type place. It's like a fucking chill vibes type place.
Like that a lot.
It was
I like
a dream.
That a lot.
Coolest cocktails, everything about it was just fucking awesome. So if you're in Mexico City, Tokyo Music Bar, baby.
Can I ask what's the deal with this Pokemon image?
Yeah, and then I went to a game shop, a retro game shop, and I came up on the freaking deal of a century.
Oh yeah, I
got
this.
Soul Silver and Heart Gold complete in box for $150 each, which is crazy because these things retail for like $400 plus each. Not retail, but resell.
Yeah.
So when I saw them, I'm like, oh shit, we're buying
cool.
these things.
That's cool.
So excited, I got those. A little memory from the trip.
Did you get your Howlucha?
I got my Howlucha. My Pokemon Go is going real well.
Nice.
Got so much in Mexico City. It was awesome. Hours and hours of walking.
Just extrapolate that.
Yeah.
It's a bird that is a luchador.
Yeah. Oh, wait, Kev, another video. Lucha Libre. We actually went to
No shit. How was that?
Oh, it was fucking awesome, and it got even better, Greg. Because
damn it. Sorry.
oh, you don't need.
No, I want to see it. This one I really no shit, like a real deal.
Oh, dude, yeah, so much so.
That's fucking awesome.
So we went on a Tuesday, and I just kind of assumed it was going to be like, oh, they do it every night or whatever, and I thought it was going to be more like a APW type thing, where it's like
I would think like
high school gym or something. It's like, no, dude, it's this place called Arena Mexico, and apparently it's a big deal. And
do they do it every night?
Tuesday and Friday, it's like Raw and SmackDown.
Oh,
it's like it's televised, and it's like a whole real ass thing. And I was like, oh, this is fucking great. And it was so cool. Everyone's wearing masks until they get ripped off.
Oh, that's
it's like
disgraceful.
A whole bit, like that was like a big part of it, and the crowd's like going crazy.
That was incredible.
What was very interesting though, different, and I didn't know this. The Lucha Libre, it's different than our pro wrestling because it's best of 3 rounds.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like 2 out of 3 rounds for every single thing. So you need to pin them
twice,
yeah. Which brought some fun little drama to it all. But yeah, packed crowd. Everyone was super into it. Like most of them tourists, but you could tell there was like fans that are there every week, like rooting for people. So yeah, it was a freaking blast. And then the coolest thing we did was a mezcal tasting. Where another thing we like to do, me and G, when we travel, is try to do like one food tour or drink tour. Because like they do a good job of like taking all the places you need to go, and like you need to eat and drink anyway, so go for it.
You got to.
Gotta eat big.
And this mezcal thing was so sick where it's this couple that just are huge fans of, like, enthusiasts of mezcal. and they travel the world to get mezcal from everywhere, and then they do this like tour, but it's more of a tasting where they bring you into this building, and it's like a closed off room with just candle lights. Like they set the tone all nice and shit, and it's just you and like 4 other couples, and everyone starts fucking. No, that's not that far. Not that far. But
And then this good-looking guy comes through like, oh, you should spike your hair.
But they just for like 2 hours are just pouring you different mezcals and telling you the story of like where they got it from and like what families and what part of Mexico and all this shit. And it was like it was fucking awesome. So much fun. It was just like great times. Got to learn a lot. Got to drink a lot. That was definitely the night that Gia got the drunkest. Every other night it was like, oh, we're totally fine. Everything's watered down. That shit was not watered down. That shit was
a little false sense of security on that one.
Yeah.
I've been drinking all goddamn week.
yeah, 100%.
And fucked up on port wine.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That's like a great trip.
It was fun.
So what was the breakdown of the days you were at the wedding versus days you were on your own?
Dude, it's hard to fucking say at this point, but I want to say we were at the resort for 4 days, and then we were at Mexico City for like 6 or 7.
It doesn't feel like you've been gone that long.
Did for me.
Yeah.
it hit a point. I was just like, I want to go home. But like most of it was like awesome. But it just did hit a point. I'm just like,
you partied a lot.
We're doing this again.
That's the thing. Like I travel a little bit different than you do. We just don't drink and party that much. So we're in bed by like 5, 6 every night. You know, just in the room.
What's the day of the vacation you're like enough?
I feel like the events, there should just be like 3 days of events max, and then you need like rest days around
that's good.
it. You know what I mean?
That, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That was not what this was. It was great.
Marathon.
Honestly, it was super fun. But
the good news is someone got laid. So
somebody must have.
Someone got fucked.
Yeah.
Speaking of getting fucked, let's check in with Snow Mike on the Capitol.
Lappy, it's crazy out here. I'm in Nancy Pelosi's office.
It's a silent society. He has his phone muted.
It's a silent society.
Hey, Miller, what the heck is going on, big dog? It's your boy DC. Check it out.
There he is, everybody. You can see him. We love it. Mike, how is the meet and greet going? You're live on the Kind of Funny podcast.
Hey, what's going on, Kind of Funny Podcast? It's going great out here. You know, we're here for Black Ops 6. We're ready to have some fun. The best friends are all hanging out with me. We've got IGN and best friends. Did you know Spider-Man was there once? It was crazy, Greg. It was crazy.
Yeah, I do remember when Spider-Man was on the Washington Monument. That's pretty cool. Are you enjoying yourself?
I'm having a great time. Flight was easy, no problems. About to go run over here like Captain America. Stay on your left. Maybe even give a little love like Forrest Gump, you know, when he met that girl.
Jenny.
Water, that was pretty great.
He knew her when he was a kid.
Okay, well, great, Mike. We wanted to check in, make sure you're all right out there. Have a great time.
Love you, Bill. See ya.
All right, bye.
All right.
What a nice young man. He made it, you know?
He's great. He's great.
There may have been 4 moments where he was like, I'm not going to get on this plane.
The Snowbike Mike way.
Let's leave this airport.
Everybody, that's another Kind of Funny podcast in the books. Thank you, of course, for watching live on Patreon. Thank you for watching live on that there Kind of Funny membership on youtube.com/kindoffunnygames. We'll be back next week with another episode. But until then, it's been our pleasure to serve you.